Okay, next get your wire harness. Okay, after I made the plugged in the connector, I just followed the original wire harness that was here and zip tied it here, and I moved it back in here behind this and zip tied it against the original wire harness that's running here. Here's the fuse panel back here, and here's the connector. Now I'm going to take my connector that's coming from my door sill, the wires. I'm going to run it against my original wire harness that's running along the car right here. And what I'm going to do is zip tie it here, here, and here on 3 spots and make the connection up here against these two. So connect. Okay, here is the connector that's gonna be connecting into this slot up here. It's that one right there. Let's see if I can get a better picture. Okay, it's that slot right here that I'm gonna stick it in, this one. Okay, but as you can see, here's a plug. This one was routed to the original wire harness that was right here. I zip tied it here and I fed it behind the OBD2 reader, so it comes to the back and it gets zip tied in here. Okay, from this plug I'm gonna route it and use the original wire harness that's back there to zip tie this up there first. So that's one zip tie right there. I'm gonna follow it through and use the clip zip tie right here to plug in at the green mark. The back here behind this plastic piece and zip tie it again against the original harness that's right here. So this I'm gonna zip tie. Just pull this with your finger and it'll come apart. And we're gonna shove all this wire back in here. Where you put it, you see this big hole where my hand is, where this big huge plastic is, this huge slot right here, all this. So just stick it right here, and then you'll be able to just shove it, keep shoving it in, and you'll be able to pull it to the other side. So, okay, route the wires through, and you see where the foam starts, so you want to make that in, touch the edge right here, so line that up. And I'm gonna make another zip tie here. Since I pulled the wire through and I tucked it behind here under this thing all the way across, you feel the original wire harness. Just tuck it underneath the original wire harness that runs all the way across here. And when you get here, I zip tied it against the original wire harness again that runs right here. So I zip tied it against that, and I brought it down and I zip tied it against the wire harness that runs down here. So I'm gonna zip tie it here, and I'm gonna make the connection down here for the passenger door Sill LED. So that's it. Hopefully, and to put this back, all you do is just push in the 2 clips. Just push it in and it clips back in. Ran the wire over, and I'm gonna make a zip tie here, up here, and another one up there. I'm gonna use the original wire harness and zip tie them up, and then you're gonna get your 2 connectors and this one together. I'm gonna take the foam padding one, wrap this, but be mindful. You see that there's a little button to release this clip. Don't cover that, so you just want to cover from the tip here all the way down, so not that part. So cover the tip like that, just cover down here, and then get your zip tie and then zip tie it around this. So like that, zip tie it around and then trim this zip tie off. Okay, and I'm going to zip tie this against the original wire harness back here, and then tuck everything out, take everything in, and then reinstall the original trim pieces. I'm going to take my plug and push it in the slot that's back up there. Okay, so my pink wire is going to the left and my green wire is going to the right. And so just plug it in like that. Here is my newly installed door sill LEDs.